My name is Van Helsing, and I'm a monster hunter. You could call it a twist of fate that I came to Borgovia to help the monsters who once ruled this land. Although it took a while to reach my destination, at least the detour gave me an opportunity to explore the wilderness. At times, I was really grateful that I had my companion, Lady Katerina, at my side. I wouldn't want her to hear that, though. For a ghost, she can be remarkably vain and murderous. Borgovia is a fascinating land, at least from a hunter's perspective. Also, this is the only place where the ink, the dark material of creation, leaks through the cracks of the world. A long time ago, my father defeated Borgovia's immortal vampire lords and entrusted the land to a group of genius scientists. During our travels, we slowly began to suspect that it must have been a mistake. When we entered the dark city of Borgova, it became evident that the new age of enlightenment had only brought chaos and mayhem. I did what I had to do. I found my father's underground lair and gathered the members of the resistance, the rebellious mortals and immortals, fighting together. And how we fought. It was glorious. We battled impossible creatures. We repelled tides of inhuman invaders. And I wouldn't rest until I defeated the last mad scientist, Professor Fulmigati. He even had a proper doomsday automaton. Honestly, it was a hunter's dream come true. But as it turns out, winning the grand battle sometimes opens up a brand new adventure.
Now that's what I call an explosion! It blew us straight into the tunnels, Van Helsing. Van Helsing? No, don't you die on me. I'm too young to haunt the same place for eternity.
That's touching, Katerina.
Don't give up. You have just defeated your first villain. You have so many things ahead of you.
I'm not dying. I'm just stuck.
What is this? Who are you? Stay back!
Move aside.
I'm warning you.
You're powerless for the moment. Please move aside.
Well, that was fun, Katerina. What's going on? Who is this? Is it a man?
A troublesome intruder. He just appeared out of nowhere and
humbly gave my assistance to Van Helsing, the great liberator of Borgova.
Do I know you?
Hurry up. This structure may collapse at any moment.
how rude. What kind of savior does that?
That's the least of our concerns. He's right. The building is crumbling. We must leave. Have you seen my equipment around here?
Some of your things are scattered on the other side of the hall.
I feel much better now.
And finally, you look the part.
It's not the equipment that makes the hunter. You know that.
But it can't hurt when you're facing down a horde.
made it out. Good. You will find an ink gate at the end of the next hallway. It will take you to your secret lair.
Hold on. First, I want to know who you are.
And perhaps you could explain why you are so helpful. I always find that suspicious in a masked creature.
The mask hides deformations and the scars, the reminders of years of captivity in a lab.
You were a test subject?
Fulmigadi's favorite. Once a powerful being, now only a husk of my former self. Until your heroic deeds brought chaos to the prison. And so I escaped.
You're doing this out of gratitude?
And revenge. Though the professor is dead, his heritage and his allies still remain. This tortured soul wants them to suffer.
So you're proposing?
I must take my leave. We'll talk more later.
Ah! He did it again! And the way he talks, annoying.
I'm sure he'll return. Let's go. Mindless mechanical fiends. I've had enough of you. Die!
Is it me? Or has our secret lair changed quite a bit?
Look! Humans! They must have used the ink gate too. Now they're trapped here like us. Good. I'm hungry.
Some healing potions would be nice.
Your servant begs your pardon for bringing bad news, but there could be problems.
You don't say.
This place has a powerful device, a marvel of weird science. It binds this patch of the ink into a loop that won't let anyone escape.
You seem to be able to come and go as you please.
I have a particularly strong connection to the ink. The one thing my captors weren't able to take away.
Then get us out. Take us with you.
That's beyond this one's powers. But a temporary portal could take you close to the device. Once you defeat its guardians, we can disable it.
Why should I trust you?
Trust is overrated. You can take that on trust. The portal will remain active until you leave this area.
I don't trust that humble creature. I...
disable the device and you can go. Be ready.
Ready for what?
A storm is coming, Van Helsing. you may find that your work is far from done.
When is it ever?
Fulmigati's army has withdrawn. Somebody is calling them back. They are still a chaotic mess, but they will regroup. Somebody wants to see you fall.
Nothing new about that.
An alliance is what you need. This tormented body is no longer able to fight, but my powers allow me to discover secrets. I can be your master spy, and you can let me have retribution.
But if we're to be allies, at least tell me your name.
A name? Yes. I used to have one. But that person was killed a long time ago. This wretched ruin of a man standing here is merely called Prisoner 7.
He is the most impolite, mysterious stranger ever. And that whole doom and gloom attitude, can you believe it?
I don't know. You might be right. Something's up. I can feel it. It all seems so simple. Defeat the mad scientist and ride into the sunset. But sometimes victory leaves you buried under the ruins. I was lucky. Someone saved me. For a change, I'm not the only mysterious stranger in town. But weeks have passed, and the metropolis of weird science is still waiting for its own savior. Outlaws and escaped monsters roam the streets. The resistance is too weak, so someone else decided to take matters into his own hands. General Harker, the military genius of the city, came back from his exile. He gathered the rest of the disorganized army. His forces are a chaotic mess of weird machines. So far, but they're slowly clearing out the streets. He might not have seen eye to eye with Fulmigati, but he regards me and the Resistance as a threat to the city, a coalition of monsters and troublemakers. As a hunter, I won't tolerate others hunting me. I'm ready to fight. I have an underground lair, new soldiers, and my new mysterious ally. I'm quite used to unlikely companions, but Prisoner 7 is the most unusual so far. A former test subject of the mad scientists, master of the ink. He's certainly helpful, but I don't know what to make of him. Now he can prove his worth. Harker's troops are on the move. They want to control the foundries so he can build more war machines. We will stop them in the sizzling, clanking heart of Borgova. Let the battle begin. Katerina, shouldn't you help me out with this?
What? I have this strange feeling of deja vu.
Van Helsing, General Harker has deployed the Grand Mortars. They're bombarding you with rift shells. Each shell opens an ink gate, so his soldiers have already got through your defenses.
And why should we trust you, you enigmatic, faceless man?
Your humble ally is here to help you, as he promised. You must clear this whole area before they run you down.
How annoying is that?